Hi everybody. Hola amigos.
Hi.
So we are back finally.
Yeah, well, time goes by quickly as it flies.
So all August we took off, and today is the first
day back to school.
Yes, finally the kids are gone.
Well, not gone.
Well, not gone, but they're in their places of studying, which is good. So we are finally back to normal life, and hopefully we'll start doing every Tuesday and every Sunday one of these things. Well, Tuesdays guided tours, Friday, Sundays cooking class.
Cooking experience or cooking class is saying a lot.
It's a little bit too pretentious to say cooking classes. Hola James, hola Linda, how are you?
Yeah, welcome
We're back. Yay! And today we are cooking one of our favorite in the family, well, I would say in all the Basque countries, the Basque cake.
Yeah, which is, well, not all that easy cake. It's got a few tips that is good to know.
It's simple.
It's simple. Good. Yeah, but it is made easier once you know the tricks.
Yeah. So, hola Michelle.
Hola.
Bertie.
Wow.
That's how you pronounce it.
That is my
And Rajendra Lama. Wow, that's a beautiful name.
Ah,
what's it from Nepal? Oh my God, you're in Nepal.
Oh my. Do you think you will make a basque cake in Nepal?
Can you make a basque cake in Nepal? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe we've got some links here.
Okay, so shall we? Yay, cake. Today we're going sweet. Yes, we are.
Yes. Next time we'll make something savory.
You know, we already planned what we're going to do next week, and I don't remember.
Was it tapas?
Well, you'll have to stay tuned.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Okay.
All right.
Shall we?
Yes, we will start.
Okay. You go first.
Do I go first? Because I'm a bit lazy today.
Go!
Oh. Okay, I go first.
So, Rojendra is... yeah, you can probably do it. Hey, Susie, how are you doing? Good afternoon here. Oh, by the way, it's afternoon here. It's 7 o'clock in Pamplona already. So we are back. We're so happy to be back. And, well, this Basque cake, as it's a little bit... You have to put it 40 minutes in the oven. You're not going to see the end result. So what we have done, we're so sorry, we have cooked another one that we'll have to eat not one, but two cakes. And this is what we are going to be cooking today. This is how it looks.
I'm going to preheat the oven now.
Okay, so you're preheating the oven? Perfecto. So, for this wonderful dessert, this is what you're going to be needing, okay? So we have two things. We have the crust, okay? That you're going to need flour, 10.5 ounces, sugar 5.3 ounces, butter 5.3 ounces, baking powder 1 teaspoon, 1 egg, and 1 lemon, half a lemon or half an orange. Depends what you like better, okay? And then for the filling, you have to have, we put it either cherry jam or we make cream. What we like doing is mixing the two things, okay? So some cherry jam, some homemade cherry jam we have. Well, not homemade, artisan made. We have some milk, sugar, cornstarch for egg yolks, and some vanilla extract. Is that how you say it?
Yeah,
vanilla
extract.
And you need the oven to be preheated for in 180 degrees, which is 350 Fahrenheit, and you will be cooking it for 40 minutes. Let me show you all the ingredients.
Yes, they are all out.
They're all out. Yay!
So let me go behind you and get
the aprons.
The aprons.
So we have the batter, the sugar. Here is flour. It's self-raising flour in this case, so we do not need the baking powder. Sorry, powder. Yes, not powder.
The egg.
Then we have the egg and the lemon. Okay.
We cannot go on holidays.
No.
We're gonna be rusty.
I'm a little rusty. So then we have this amazing cherry jam. This comes from Itxasu, a village on the French Basque country, where they're very famous for their for their cherries. Okay. Then we have the milk, the sugar, vanilla extract, the starch, and the 4 yolks. Okay.
Yes.
So let me put my apron on. You already have yours? You are fast.
Yeah, I'm very fast. You take your time.
So, what are we doing today?
Okay, so we'll start with the crust, which is very simple.
Okay, so let's start with the crust. Let me.
You can make it by hand, but I think everybody has a food processor at home, so we'll just use this one. This is an old Thermomix. I probably will buy a new one. I will probably buy a new one, darling. Can you hear that? Am I loud enough?
You're loud enough.
Good, because this is like ancient. Right?
Okay, so we just put.
You put the flour and raisin powder, baking powder if you don't have self-raising flour. You put the
Butter.
The butter is chilled.
Yes, it's cold butter.
Cold butter. Then the sugar. What? Then yes. This is a bit tricky because it depends on the size of the egg. It gets thicker or not so thick, but if it's too thick, then you just put a couple of spoonfuls of milk, but generally with a medium...
It has to be thick.
It has to be thick, but with a medium-sized egg, it's good enough. And then either you put the rind of the lemon or about the juice of half a lemon. I put the juice of half a lemon. Yeah, well, you can use lemon, how do you call that thing to make lemon juice and orange juice?
Thingy?
I think. No.
Everything in this house are thingies.
No, I don't know how you call that, but...
Sure.
Exprimidor.
I don't know how to say it in English.
Anybody can translate?
I don't know. Okay, let me have that. Bing.
No, I'll do it because I need to wash my hands.
Okay.
Vale. Okay, fine.
Okay, so we have everything inside of the Thermomix. Okay, and what we're gonna do is just put it, close it with, and stir it with no temperature.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoops, sorry. Oh. Wait, what's going on here?
It's very noisy, so I'm sorry for the noise.
So, as we cook, or as the robot does the mixing, let me tell you a little bit that this cake is the most traditional Basque cake you can find. Okay, here it's in all pastry shops. It's everywhere around the Basque Country, in the French Basque Country, in the Spanish Basque Country. You're gonna find this cake. The tradition is to fill it with cream, which is what we're gonna do, and then in Spain. On the French side, they put only cherry jam. We like to mix it. We like to put the cherry jam plus the cream, okay? Right now, for example, it's the moment of the, how do you say, the apples, okay? It's the big, we are a big apple land here in the Basque Country. We have a lot of cider. And you can, instead of putting cherry jam, you could also put some apple jam. Apple compote, okay? So easy, fast, and good. And
yeah, I mean, you can get killed without a compote for some people because that's very traditional, but we like it.
So let's see the texture of it, how it comes out. So, I mean, by the way, this is an amazing cookie dough.
Yeah, people eat it direct from the freezer.
I don't know who. But somebody in this family does.
Somebody.
You are right.
Except for one day that we put a bag in the freezer saying BASQUE cookie dough. And then the little one is 15, so not so little. Ate it, but it was garlic paste.
It was a funny moment. We're just not the best parents in the world.
Okay, so one thing we have to do is put this in the refrigerator for a while.
Okay, so very important, this paste, you need to put it on the fridge, and as this paste has to be cold like over an hour, I would put it on the fridge. What we have done is we have pre-done an extra dough. That's the one that we're going to be working with. Okay, so this cake we have like already cooked one, we have pre-done another dough, and now we're doing.
So we've been working for a while on the cake.
Yeah, we're gonna have like 2 cakes by the end of the night.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, so
So we are going to make the cream. It's very simple, but you can even also buy it, but we don't. So
no, don't buy it.
Half a liter milk
Of
or 2 cups.
2 cups of full milk.
Yeah. Don't try skim. No.
No.
You need the fat.
We all need some fat. Well, we need to all go on a diet after the summer. Okay,
No,
sorry.
why not? Okay, then you put the sugar. It's all cold. You put the 4 egg yolks. Then, okay, you come in very handy, dear.
I'm quite handy indeed.
Indeed. Right. Oh.
And
And then I put afterwards.
okay, you put the vanilla all the way
Yeah.
at the end.
So what you do is with a whisk.
Temperatura? You need to put some
No,
temperature.
first
Okay.
no temperature, you whisk it.
You whisk it.
You whisk it. We put vanilla, but you can put like lemon zest or orange zest or both, and then give it like a lemon flavor, right? So you can play with the ingredients. Any come out?
Nope.
Okay.
Everything's okay.
Everything's okay.
So once everything is mixed is when you start putting
Yes.
temperature into it.
So I start with a 4.
So out of 9 we put temperature 4 and you just have to stir.
No, you can go quickly. I think.
And the thing is that as you see it's mega liquid, okay? But in no time, suddenly it just ping. Well, I can do this and you can start with the paste if you want.
Why do you do it on the other side?
Okay, everybody. Here we have a fight in this family because I always stir it this way, and I know it says that it has to be done clockwise.
Maybe you were Australian in your earlier life, right? Past life.
Hey, Sarah Murdoch, how are you doing? We have here the biggest debate always because she doesn't allow me to do it
No,
my way.
the only thing that you cannot do is change the
The
direction.
direction. What the? Who
Because
cares?
it will just, how you call that? Split.
Nah, it breaks.
Breaks.
Well, I have a friend. Well, here in Guide Collective, my girl was just talking about you. Yay! What? Hey, they're watching from Sicily. Wow.
Hey.
So anyway, the Scottish Bledders, what they do is they taught me that you always have to stir the porridge clockwise.
Very normal.
If not, you're calling the witches. I'm not kidding. It's like, what?
Maybe you have got half a dozen witches with a cream.
Well, too bad. Anyway, so Sarah Murdoch is in Sicily. She's doing a tour of Sicily. Can you imagine now touring in Sicily? Isn't that like...
Oh, Sicily is great. And
Such
now
a
it's
beautiful-
really, really good time.
I guess, Sarah, now it's beautiful weather. I saw your pictures today on that you were at the beach yesterday. So it's like, oh, how would I go there? So say hello to all of your group, all my love. Okay, let's continue.
Okay, so you...
Well, by the way, sorry. If you want to know about going to Sicily, check Adventures with Sarah. Yay! Well, that was a little bit commercial.
Sounds a bit
Well, that's
commercial.
what happens when you work and you have friends that are guides everywhere around the world. Away.
Okay.
I love how she takes it out of my hand, like, get out, don't touch my
Does it
cream.
show? Does it show?
It showed that it's like,
But you made it very well this morning, so I can trust you.
I'm a pro.
In fact, you were like, oh, it's getting thicker.
I know, it's like, suddenly it's like, cool. Hey, Rich, how are you? Rich Earl is here. Come on.
Oh, come
Why
on.
don't you let me do it?
Why then? What do I do then?
You can start with the dough.
No, because I have to show them how to do it.
Well, we can do two things at the same time.
Can you?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
This is the right size. Okay. Hola, Rich.
Why don't you explain?
What do you want me to explain?
Like, for example, in the Basque country, all over, we make it with cream here. The French make it with
Pues ya lo hemos contado.
cherish, and then people are mixing it now.
That's
Ya lo
not-
hemos contado.
We have already told them that.
Sí, Sam, it must be just in my mind.
So you just don't want to do the dough, don't you?
No.
Do you want me to smack the dough
No.
for you?
It's because you will have to.
Hola, later. Hey, Cindy, how are you? What was the last thing in cream? We put vanilla extract.
We put this.
This, hold it. Don't move it. This is vanilla with bourbon.
No, this
Not
is
bourbon?
Bourbon vanilla is the kind of vanilla
Oh, sorry.
from Jamaica. It's no way bourbon.
Okay, so it's not with
I've
bourbon.
explained it about 100 times, but you don't
It's
believe
okay.
me.
Okay, it's vanilla from Jamaica. And she has to make a thing out of it.
Oh.
Okay, sorry.
Right, so the dough.
But hold on. Yeah, go ahead.
Go. No, because I need the paper.
Okay. So keep on going.
We are not very coordinated today, yeah?
Well, it's the first time after a month. Hey, Beata, how are you?
Yes, is it getting thicker?
She's from Florida. Yes, it's getting thicker. You know, it's not that easy to be with a camera on one hand and,
No, I told you.
well... Okay, it's beginning to get a little thicker. Let's see if you can feel the...
You can feel the thickness
Yeah,
through the camera?
well, that's what a good camera does.
Oh,
That's me.
For cameraman.
She's making fun of my camera technique. Nah, girl.
No, I'm not making fun of your camera technique. But how's it?
It's
It's
about...
getting better?
Yes, it's getting thick by seconds.
The thing is that if you leave it, then it will get like lumps, and that's not nice in a
Okay,
cake.
now it's getting super thick. Like...
Oh, madre mía, madre
Okay,
mía.
can you see it? It just, in no time, it has become a thick cream.
Shall I go on?
Go ahead, you go now, because I cannot hold the... Look at the professional. Ooh.
Professional is making a mess out of this.
Well,
Okay,
it doesn't,
let's
do,
put it
it doesn't show, so no big deal.
on. All right. So it's quite thick, right?
So, as you see, in no time, otra vez, do that again. Like, whee,
And
super.
it's super good. Generally, Fran tastes it, but if you, it's hot as hell.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna taste it today.
No, don't.
Not in front of the camera. Are you crazy? Limpia las dos macarrones.
So we need it to be a bit
Cooler.
cooler for the cake. Okay.
Okay, so as you can see, it's super thick, it's super rich. And now what we're gonna do is just put it on a glass bowl to try to put the temperature a little bit down of it.
While we work with
So as we do the dough, we can do the, it gets cold a little bit.
cold, right? Because if you leave it here, it takes a while.
It takes forever. I mean, this is, if you have time and if you're not live, you just let it sit for 20 minutes and it gets cooled down and then that's it. But not when you're live. And bueno, no hace falta que vayas a la última gota.
Like you said, you know, it's in the kitchen, you never
Leave anything.
leave
So
anything.
there you go. There we have it. Super good. And now let's go for the previous dough that we have done. Okay? So the thing is that the dough that we have done before, you have to split it in 3 parts. Okay? 2 parts will go.
2 parts will go for the base, which is here.
Okay? We have already smashed that one.
And this is 1/3.
1/3 goes for the cover.
Yeah.
Okay? So let's.
This is the
No, it's
mold.
cortado.
No, I haven't. Right.
Okay.
I need some paper to go underneath. Right. So what I do is I put it in the middle
Okay,
of the mold.
So as paper doesn't come round, what we do is you put it in the middle and then
Right. And then I mark a line, and I cut it a bit less than this, so I'm sure it's gonna fit. And then I know that it's not going to stick. That's it.
ta-da!
Okay, finished.
Finished. Okay. Now we put the dough that we have done before.
We put it in the fridge, right? So it's very easy for it to come out. So I don't have to go crazy because this is a bit of a crazy dough. Right. Oh. So it breaks, but it doesn't matter. You just let it break and you put it in the mold, and then you start you know,
modeling it.
modeling it like it was like a Play-Doh.
So if it breaks, it's fine, no
It's
problem.
fine,
I mean, the good
no
thing
problem.
is, this is the tradition, it's a very very humble cake
Yeah.
that peasant people would do in their farms back in the time. So that's what this is all about. It's not about a fancy cake. Like when we did the tarte tatin, it's a little bit more, the presentation a little bit more fancy. This one, you have to work with your hands. And that's when what we say, the love comes into the paste, into the dough. When you work it with your hands and it's like super, super good. Okay? So if you see, it is...
Fran is behaving because otherwise he would be eating the dough.
Yeah, because all of you are here. If not, I would be like picking all of those little pieces of dough, like for me.
This dough has a lot of butter and it goes soft very quickly. I mean, just came out of the fridge and it's already melting in my hands, right?
Oh, it's so good.
So, okay, let me get it. I like the crust a lot, so I put quite a lot of crust.
Oh, you like the crust and the kids love the crust. It's like...
Yeah, I love that. And then you have to make everybody happy, the cook, the kids, the husband.
Yeah, and it's low fat, diet.
Yeah, low fat, no sugar, reduced sugar, no cholesterol. Low cholesterol, I'm not
Well,
sure.
not much.
Yeah.
But if you're diabetic, maybe this is not your dessert. But it's so good. Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you try to do it. Let me finish this because I don't know what to do with the crust, with the rest of the crust.
I mean, you don't need to put it on. We can save some for me for
You
later.
can save some for later. Right. Okay. So what I do is. Oh well. Okay. I was wondering what it was. This is the paper. This becomes a bit brutal, right? I'm sorry. I'll come in this way. This is from the fridge, and
So the thing is, to work it, it has to be very, very cold. So the dough that we have just done, it wouldn't work. You have to wait minimum 1 hour, an hour and a half in the fridge to let it cool.
I generally make it the day before.
Yeah. This was done many hours ago, okay? And now, here comes the anti-stress moments of the day.
I'm sorry. And you have to work it in between the paper, right? I don't know how they made it before without any parchment paper, to be honest.
And here I am with the camera in my hand doing nothing. Sorry for that, everybody, but
There is a great bakery. It's not a bakery. It's like a cake shop in San Juan de Luz, and they make the most fantastic basque cake
with apple.
with apple.
It's so good.
They make the most fantastic everything, but the basque apple cake is great.
Yep.
Super good. Es un poco.
It's a little bit too thick.
No, it's that the paper was. I was running out of paper.
Okay.
So the difficult thing with this cake is to consider the dimension of the top and the down and the. So let's see. Well.
Good enough? Okay.
What I'm going to do now is put it in the. What I put the cream, I will put it in the freezer, right?
Yes. So to work it later, like in 5 minutes, if you can give it a cold, like as cold as possible. So we put it on the freezer, sorry. So all the butter that is beginning to melt, it stops.
It stops melting, right?
Yeah.
And that's important. Okay. So, well, that's quite a lot. Okay. So, if you are lucky enough to have cherries and that you have your own cherry jam, it's great. We don't. So we buy a good quality one because, well, it takes a while, to make the cake. So this has to be good.
Yes.
So we have another discussion here. You know, Fran wants to put it on top. I think it's just crazy because it's impossible to work with that cream and the cherry jam. But
So be generous because really the jam, the cherry really gives the freshness and the lightness to this cake, okay? If not, that's quite a lot. So that's
a whole pot, huh?
the whole thing.
I hope your mother is coming for dinner.
I think she is coming for dinner.
Because she loves sweet things.
Well, in my side of the family, we have a sweet tooth, everybody, but especially my mom. So we told her we are going to have basque cake today. So,
Madre mía, it's very hot. I'm burning.
You're
my
burning?
Fingers.
ouch. So she's coming for dinner tonight. Mama's
She's
coming
for the cake.
Oh, she's coming for the cake, yeah. She said, I'll go see you. No, Mom, you're coming for the cake. Don't be fake.
She can.
You know your mother-in-law.
Yeah, no, my mother-in-law, but I love cooking sweets for her. She always says they're good even if they are not.
Okay, so we have the cherry all the way at the bottom. Hola, Susan! And the cream all the way on top.
Okay, and then we need the top.
That we just put it on the freezer, like you see, like no time. But that helps.
Yeah, that helps a lot because
So look how thin it is, okay? You don't need to make it extra thin, but it is quite thin, the dough.
yeah, just it's not a cake with a lot of dough. It's more about the filling. Oops. Yep. I made it the wrong way. Anyway, doesn't matter.
So the thing is that you can break it and then just stick it on the other side.
Yeah.
So you see, it's not a fancy looking cake, but it's
Well, it
so
looks
good.
It looks good enough. A ver, bueno, ya está, yo creo, ¿no?
Okay,
Put
yeah.
this little dough here.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Okay, guys, this is all the dough that she has saved for me.
You've got enough.
That's all the dough I'm gonna eat today.
Yes, well, that's the dough you're going to eat now.
All right. Yes, honey.
The dough you ate before, you're not telling about.
Oh, I'm not telling about that one, but hey. So the thing is that to put it on the oven, you have to paint it over. Hola, Susie from Wales.
Okay, you put beaten egg.
Beaten egg, yeah.
All right.
Yes, paint it over.
You paint it. You can also use milk and sugar, but it's funny.
No.
I rather have it goes like a bit more golden. And yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
So about the bakery you were talking, Saint Jean de Luz, one of the things that we're preparing for next year a staycation, a Basque staycation. What is that going to be all about? Well, we're going to be renting or we're going to be in one house, in one agriturismo for one whole week. And we're going to be doing excursions, okay? And one of the days we're going to go to visit the French Basque country, which is Saint Jean de Luz and all of that. So check all of that information in my website, travelingsteps.es, and you can find all the information about the Basque staycation, which is going to be super fun for next year. I'm so excited about that.
Yeah, if you go to Barrenetxe, I'll go with you.
If you go to that cake place, yes.
Okay, so what I make is some lines. Just I just want it to look fancy, but
This is just to make it look a little bit fancier, but to tell you the truth, I don't know if when it's cooked, they show.
bueno, let's give it a try.
Okay,
Okay,
let's put it in the oven. By the way, now it goes into the oven
40 minutes.
40 minutes.
Oh, no, but hang on.
Hold on. So, whoops, sorry for that. So, as we said, it's going into the oven for 40 minutes at 180 Celsius degrees, which is 350 Fahrenheit degrees. Okay? So,
Middle rack.
middle rack. There he goes. And stays there for 40 minutes.
So we put it minutes. 40 minutos. Okay?
So now, as we told you, we have pre-cooked another one because it's impossible to be 40 minutes here showing you all of this. So what we're gonna do is show you how it looks once we open it. Okay?
Should I put it there?
Sure.
Let's see how.
Do you want me to clean that for you?
No.
Okay. I was trying to be nice, but the
You're
boss
always
says
nice.
nothing. I'm always nice. Okay, let me put this up.
I mean, it's a super good idea that you put the apron on, right?
Yeah, because I feel that I'm doing something if I put my apron on. I'm gonna clean. Okay, habla y ahora toca. Oh,
Okay,
show it.
so I have to talk.
Yeah.
So did you show the cake?
Show the cake. Let me clean these a little
Right.
bit.
Let me show our super cake this way, so you don't see the dish. How do you call this? The cleaning thing.
Whoops. Let's take that out.
I'm sorry. I'll get my English vocabulary back for next time. So can I put the cake there?
Do you feel helpless now with the camera on?
Yes, I think you do it much better than I do.
She makes fun of me because I'm with the camera and doing nothing. It was like, okay, you take the camera, I'll cook. She's like, no. So look at this. I mean, isn't this a gorgeous, beautiful cake? And remember the lines that she made? Well, they're not there. Ooh, thank God we didn't sew that one. Okay.
I need
Serving plate or something.
yes, I need. Vale, let's see how this one looks.
Okay. Now it's the moment to see if we made a boo-boo or if it looks good.
Made a boo-boo. What?
Well,
Why, you
dun,
know?
dun, dun, dun.
Okay, yeah, it's a bit crumbly. Yo creo que no lo he hecho muy bien.
Okay, let's see. Hey, looks perfect to me.
I need one
Okay,
of these to
well.
look better.
Okay, so let me show you our cake, how it looks. So we have the thin crust at the bottom, then que rico, see, it looks just, it's so good.
And you're not tasting
You have the
it.
cherry, then you have the cream, and you have the other crust on top. So the good thing is that, as you see, that cream has to be quite solid. That way, it looks super good, and it tastes even better. See?
Finished.
We're finished! Well, we'll be finished in 40 minutes once the second cake is
And our
gone.
neighbor will be very happy when we bring her the
Hi,
cake.
Maya.
Hola, Maya.
So, our friends, I think we are done. What else?
What else? You can serve this with whipped cream if you want. I like it.
Or ice cream?
Or ice cream.
Okay, it's
Vanilla
very
ice cream.
good. So, yes, that's the best way to serve it.
Warm a little bit.
To me, I like it cold better
Okay.
than warm. Okay. So, important things. As you all know, all of these tours are tip supported. So, if you would like to leave us a tip, thank you very, very much. It's our PayPal link. It's right there. So, check on that. This next Tuesday, I'm going to be going to a beautiful village called Irurita. Okay, so next Tuesday, check for that.
Super nice.
It's super beautiful, it's super petite, it's out the Pyrenees. I think it's going to be a great tour. If you want to know the dates and you want to know, we send you the recipe with everything beforehand. If you send us an email, if you send us your email and a direct message on Messenger, we can hand you all the information about the tours and everything.
The cooking classes, all that.
Besides that, tomorrow I'm going to be leading in Guide Collective. We have an amazing book club. This month
yes.
we are reading a fantastic thriller called The Invisible Guardian, and I'm leading it. So tomorrow I'm going to be doing a tour in Guide Collective's Facebook page of the village where all the action in the book takes place. So if you like reading, join our book club. And tomorrow we're going to be doing that. On Tuesday that. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Have a great Sunday.
Yeah, see you next Sunday.
Silly, thank you so much as well. And bye-bye, everybody.
Take care.
Take care. Besos.